guys, it's me, Adriana, coming at you with the vlog. I should be sleeping and getting ready for work, but I just couldn't like turn off my mind thinking about my book. Obviously, I'm a little bit obsessed. So there is 52 days until September 2nd when it is PITMAD. And in 52 days, I theoretically had to be finished with this book, which I know I can do. I was just watching, I believe her name is Lindsay Puckett, her video where she sold her book, and I'm subscribed to her. I've been following like a lot of like random people off of AuthorTube, and she just posted a video like that like an hour ago, and I posted in her comments like congrats and everything. I haven't been following her journey much. I've maybe been like subscribed to her channel for like a month, but I'm basically doing the same thing she's doing, like vlogging my experience, just starting from scratch and getting a book deal, right? So just watching that video, I was like so excited for her. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And so then I was like, man, when will I be done with my book? And it has to be in 52 days, because in 52 days, September 2nd, right now it is July 12th. So September 2nd will be the first round of PITMAD, and then after that in December 2nd will be the second round of PITMAD, and those are the two things that I am focusing on. And if you don't know, I am literally starting from scratch, but that's okay, that's okay. My goal is to just write a chapter a day. I have done the three act story structure, and I have listed out everything from start to finish. Now all I have to do really is just write out the chapters. I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta get into the nitty-gritty. I don't know, just watching her video just made me really excited for her, and then like giving that energy to myself. So I just wanted to, just wanted to vlog a little bit about that. We have 52 days, you guys. 52 days, that's about 7 weeks. And we will be doing PITMAD. Hey guys, so I'm here with a car vlog. I'm gonna explain to you why I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on my pitches. So this is my first pitch. It's how many words is it? This isn't crammed at all. Okay, here we go. That's my second pitch, my first pitch. All right. So my first pitch is 149 words, and it reads as follows. For the Pharaoh's daughter, carrying on the family legacy is above anything else. But when the Pharaoh and the queen are murdered, justice is in demand. War is imminent, only 5 days away. Philistera must ready her city, but in doing so, she discovers the secret of her father's deadly obsession, an elixir. A bargain must be made, and if not, it will cost Philistera and her city their lives. Next part. Life as a peasant is not easy, especially when the city you live in discriminates against you for having unexplainable abilities. When Amos is forced to work as a yard worker, the secrets of the palace fall before him like the bodies of children being thrown over the city walls. Together the duo have the same mission, save the city, but at what cost are both willing to go when the lines of morality is not so easily drawn? And then my elevator pitch is ancient Egypt meets children of blood and bone. Doesn't that sound good? Like, was it just me? Am I gassing myself up? Like, it took me like 2 hours to think of that, and I was just like, oh my God, this sounds so good. So anyway, why I'm focusing on my pitches is this. I feel, because I was looking on the website, and so for PITMAD, you have to have your characters. It has to be full manuscript, polished. I was looking online on YouTube to see if there were any stories of people who were like, anomalies, like, my pitch was so good, they loved it. They didn't even care that my manuscript was not finished or not polished. And that wasn't the case. I couldn't find one yet, but hopefully I can. But my plan is, if I create such a badass pitch, it will elevate my story even if my first draft is trash, because theoretically I won't be able to do a full revision, because right now I'm just writing my chapters and just doing it as is. Like, I changed some words from when I handwrite and from when I type to what sounds better, and I try to give myself at least 2 or 3 hours of space between the chapter that I've handwritten than I've typed, just so I can just see it differently. And that's like my method, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I'm finished, which means my manuscript will not be polished. But I feel if my pitch is good enough, they might be able to look past, you know, some, not inconsistencies, but just some informalities, things that could be better than what they are. And if it doesn't work out for PITMAD, then I definitely know for Pitch Wars, you don't have to have a published manuscript. I saw that on the website. I was like, oh my God, thank God. By the time Pitch Wars happens, Pitch Wars is September 26th, right? I believe. So it's kind of back to back. So I'm thinking this first draft is gonna have to be more than a 0 draft. It has to be like a first draft that look like I've done it already. But yeah, so far it's going good. I wrote the first chapter. It was 1,500 something words, so that's good. And I did this chapter like a scene card. So it started with an interesting note. We had simple dialogue, and then it ended on a cliffhanger. And that's kind of how I do my fan fictions. So I figure if I could just keep you reading, like, you know, for PITMAD, if I could just keep you wanting to read what I wrote, then I should be in the clearing. But that is it so far. So I'm going to get ready to teach these kids, and I will be back again later on this week. I filmed like a whole like 6-minute video just explaining what I did, and I'm just gonna re-explain it now. But anyway, it was in landscape. It was in portrait mode, and when I went to put it in iMovie to edit it real quick, I was like, fuck, are you kidding me? So now I'm refilming it. So basically what I did is I finished chapter 2. It was hard as fuck. For some reason, I just couldn't write. Like, I hit my goal. I forced myself to write 5 pages, and I stopped mid-sentence. It was like something, and I dropped it, and I didn't pick it up until like 3 in the morning. I was obviously up because I was at work, and I just dropped it, picked it up at 3 in the morning. I got a little bit more mental clarity because I was just exhausted, and I finished it at around 7 to 7.5 pages. It ended a little bit on a, ooh, what's gonna happen next type of thing. I also started implementing scene cards. I was watching a video from Abby Emmons, and she was explaining scene cards and how they help with a chapter. And for me, I think I'm just going to have 1 scene card per chapter and just spread that shit out and hope that it works, because I feel like I can make it work. If, you know, if the chapter progresses and it has a start, a middle, and an end, then that's basically a fucking chapter, right? And so that's what I'm going to do, because I was a little bit worried. I was doubting myself about my whole goal of being done for PITMAD. And because just writing the second chapters, I just couldn't do it. I was like, what the hell? And then that made me think, I'm like, well, maybe this should just be a 1-person perspective. But I'm like, no, she's not even the one who has the powers. I have to talk about people who have the powers too, right? Or else it's not going to make no sense. So anyway, I had like a mini existential crisis. Like I always have, like, damn, he scared the shit out of me. Anyway, I had like a mini existential crisis like I always do. But yeah, that's a little update for today. It's Wednesday, by the way. I don't think I told you that. So yeah, I started using scene cards. Oh, I lied to you. Remember when I said I finished my 3-act story structure? Yeah, I didn't. I stopped at like the beginning. It was a super detailed beginning, and I was just flowing with it. So that's why I thought, I was like, I'm gonna finish this all in one day. Did not do that. I also think that's why I was struggling a little bit, because I was like, okay, I don't know where I go from here. And so anyway, I'm gonna do that today. I might film it. My lips are all bumpy. I'm having an allergic reaction to something. I don't know what actually, I lied. I know what the fuck I did. I ate some salmon, and the sauce, I could feel the sauce was making my lips tingly, but the sauce was so good, so I ate the shit anyway. Anyway, I'm having allergic reactions, so just ignore the bumps on my lips, okay? So yeah, I am definitely finishing this 3-act story structure by the end of this weekend, so I can do an update. I wrote 7.5 pages today, last night, but finished it this morning. And then hopefully later today, I'm going to start maybe just writing at 3 a.m. because I feel like I have a little bit more mental clarity, because as soon as I get to work, I'm obviously tired and depressed because it's fucking 9 and I want to be asleep. And then once around 3 hits, I'm a little bit more better. So yeah, that's my little update for today. I will keep you guys updated soon. I don't know what I was trying to say, but yeah, bye. Hey, I'm back. It's the same day. I actually just woke up. Yeah, I sleep in my scrubs because I change them out every day. So as soon as I get home from work, I just hop in bed in my scrubs. But don't worry, I don't wear them the next day. You know, most times. You know, sometimes I find myself waking up right when my alarm goes off, completely missing dinner, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the same scrubs. It's okay. I don't socialize with people. I literally work alone. But so yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop in some dinner. I am going to finish my 3-act story structure, and then go back to sleep. And then tonight when I write, hopefully that'll just help me feel more focused when I'm writing my 3rd chapter. And if you want to know, I have some lasagna, and this is like some Arctic salmon with, I don't know what the hell this is, but it was the sauce that came with it, so yeah. Okay, so I have Act 1 done, and that's Act 2 down there. I'm not even gonna stunt you guys. I'm not even gonna go for Act 2 because I want to fill out Act 1. So now that I got the longest act that I think is out the way, because in my mind, I think this is gonna be a very fucking fast-paced book, but I don't think it should be because I kind of want to spark some shit up between the 2 characters, but I don't think that'll be possible. I don't know. But anyway, I've outlined all of Act 1. I know what's going to happen. I know the end. I know the climax, obviously. And I know the midpoint big twist. And that's why I think, falling shit. And that's why I think the 1st act for me will be the longest, and then the 2nd act and the 3rd act, which is just the obstacles, disaster, crisis, climax, and then the descending action wrap up, and then the end. Yeah, I haven't got to that point yet. Next week for sure, which will be the 4th week of NaNoWriMo. Yeah, because when I'm filming this, it's the 3rd week of NaNoWriMo. So the 4th week, the start of the 4th week, or sometime in the middle of the 4th week, I will be focusing on my 2nd act. And yeah, okay. I think this is all timed out right in my head, but if it's not, then we'll see. Okay, hey guys, it is Thursday, July 15th. It's my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Lily. She won't see this, but anyway, it's my niece's birthday. And today, this morning from 3 to 5, I wrote chapter 3, and it went pretty damn smooth. I wrote 8 pages. It was in Philotera's point of view. And it's happening right after the incident that happened to her in chapter 1. And I was like, okay, it didn't end the way I thought it was going to end, the way I wrote it out in my, in the story structure, but it still follows along. So I'm okay with that. So I have the 8 pages. Now, it felt good writing that, and I zoomed through it. I wrote that from like 3 to like 4:15-ish, and then I was done. I was like, cool, I could put it away. I got my 8 pages. I'm good. Then that had me thinking, this week would be my last week of my summer camp job, so I won't have to be up and work in the morning. I just have my night job. So then I was like, well, if I write in like, I think it's called the witching hour, you know, when shit just happens or whatever, between like 3 and 6 and 3 and 5, and I was feeling really good, I'm like, maybe I can just write multiple chapters. Instead of stopping at 1 chapter, I can go, 2 or 3 chapters, if I'm feeling it. And then I was thinking that might be the best move, because I'm trying to time it out. If I want to stop with this manuscript around August 28th. And then that will leave me 4 days between PITMAD. Within those 4 days, I want to actually type out all of the chapters that I have written in my notebook, because I'm looking at me writing this as my 0 draft, and then me typing out everything as my as my 1st draft, which I feel will be a shit ton to do, especially trying to do 3 or 4 chapters a day. But so far I write short chapters. They're to the point, you know what's happening, and just typing it, I know I'm going to embellish it some, but still stick to what I wrote. So I think I can actually work with that, and I think that will give me the numbers that I need within the crunch time that I have. It is, like I said, July 15th. PITMAD is only 49 days away, and I was thinking November is only 30 days, and people write whole novels in November within 30 days. So I'm like, if I have 49 days, if I could just cram out like 2 or 3 weeks of just cramming out writing 2 to 3 chapters, I think I'll be able to do it. And then I think I will be able to give me some time to honestly break for maybe 24 hours or like 2 days, and then to like actually start typing out the chapters, you know, in full as much as I can. I know it's not going to be perfect, but I think it will still be an edited version, since I know what I've written the first time, and I know I want to change and add some stuff from that. So I'm thinking I can count this as my typed out version as my second draft, right? Not my second draft, my first draft, instead of my 0 draft. And that's where I'm at right now. Also, I have a job interview today. It's a phone interview. What time is it? Okay, so I still got time. I have to go teach. I have a phone interview, and I was debating on whether I should do that, because I was feeling a little anxious again of not having a job and not having something to like fall back on, and not making consistent money. But then I was like, no, I told myself August I'm going to break, and August is really the only time I'll be able to cram. Oh no, am I back? Okay, there we go. August will really be the only time I can really cram out and actually get shit done. And I don't want to take that away from myself, you know, trying to focus on a job. Right now, my novel is my job, figuring this out, mapping out the stories and everything. Well, mapping out the stories, mapping out the subplots. I have the bigger plots, but you know, stories need to have subplots, and I need to add that in. I just add in a third important main character into the mix. And oh my god, seriously? Okay, so my camera has fallen too many times, so I'm just gonna hold it. So I've added a third main character into the mix, and he's important, so I'm really vibing with it right now. It's only been 3 chapters. I feel like once I hit chapter 10, or once I'm past my my midpoint twist, then I'll probably hit another midlife crisis, because I'll be like, oh shit, what do I do next? Because I haven't written that out yet, but I will, promise. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now with me. So I will update you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Actually, that might be a lie, because tomorrow my kids have their performance, and I'm gonna be in the theater all day with them, and then I have to go work. Actually, no, that's a damn lie. I work tonight. Kids have a performance in the morning. Well, all day. Okay, and then I don't have to go back to. I don't have to do my night shift Friday. I don't know what I was thinking. So yes, I will update you guys tomorrow, later, probably in the day, of how my writing went. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. I still wrote last night, this morning, after being up for like 2 days straight. So, you know, I worked Wednesday night. I was up all night, did some writing, vlogged in this Thursday morning, right? Vlogged in this Thursday morning. I was going to go teach. Stayed at the theater with my kids until 5, no break. Or at the school, stayed at the school with my kids until 5. Then I get home, I make myself dinner. I get no sleep because I'm restless, and I put back on the same clothes, and I go to work, and then I stay up all night, work, and did my exit interview like an hour ago, and now I'm here. So I've been up for like too goddamn long, right? And I still wrote my 5 pages. Now, my lips are still like sensitive from my allergic reaction. I don't know. Well, I kept eating what I wasn't supposed to eat because I'm not, you know, I didn't want to be an adult. I wanted to eat good food and not care about myself. So my lips actually really fucking hurt right now. Okay. Okay, much better, because they were burning. Yeah, so I wrote my 5 pages, right? They're complete asinine. Like, I'm not even gonna use this chapter, and I feel so bad for it. Almost like each chapter I've written in his point of view has been utter shit. Like, I've been getting Philotero's chapters have been like I love writing her chapters. His chapters are fucking ass. They suck. And I didn't want to write, y'all. I was so tired. I did not want to fucking write. But I did, because I'm trying to protect the process. So I started at 3. That's a goddamn lie. I like zoned out, where I like I was there, I was awake, but I like completely just like zoned out. And I was just like, just standing there, just looking at the goddamn wall. And I came back, it was like 4 a.m. or some shit. I was like, cool. And I came back to my senses. So I started writing at 4, and I wrote until 6. Yeah, it took me 2 hours to write 5 pages that are ass. But the point is, I respected the process. I still wrote my 5 pages, and that's what I came to tell you guys about, because I'm proud of myself. And guess who's gonna be up from 3 to 5 tomorrow writing? Me, because I am protecting my process. And that's all I wanted to say. Today's my kids' show. I'll finally be able to sleep after this, so yeah.